Here's to the breezes that blow through the trees, that lift the skirts above the knees, that reveals the spots that spread diseases. Oh, what a snatch down the hatch.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
It's not bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that Technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And we're live on Blurs and Whiskey. Okay. Yeah, that hit me right there.
Just like
right.
Yeah.
So
let's get into these church announcements.
Well, before we even do that, we got to tell them what we're drinking. We got to remember to start doing that because we decided to change things up. Usually we do brown and we do good things with it, but this time we chose aviation. No,
aviation. Oh, aviation.
I had to look too. Aviation Gin. It's actually created by Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, I can't talk already. And I'm not a gin person. I'm not a gin person at all. I am Mr. Whiskey all day. But we saw it. We saw the clip of him and Hugh Jackman going back and forth, and we decided we were going to try something different. So
try and pour. Just like if you haven't seen the little piece, go on YouTube
and look them up. But
let's get into these church announcements. Starting off, 90s Bar Crawl, September 21st, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Ticket starts at $29.95. Sale ends this Thursday, 9/12, September 12th. By the way, that's my anniversary date with my wife. And it goes up to $39.95. For more information, go on 90sbarcrawl.com. Baltimore Comic-Con coming right around the corner. Yes. That is going on October 18th through the 20th. Baltimore Convention Center. Ticket starts at $25. For more information, go on baltimorecomiccon.com. People who are going to be there, Neil Adams, Brian Azzarello, and Jim Lee. AEW on TNT. October 2nd, tickets I think should be on sale because I've seen some for cheaper price going on sale now, and it will be at the Capital One Arena. WWE Clash of Champions, September 15th, and you can meet the Blurs over at Summers.
Yep. Where we were last night.
Yes.
And boy, was it lit.
Yes, it was. Also, just figured this out last night. As we were at Summers watching AEW, they have the very next pay-per-view, which is AEW Full Gear. November 9th, we will also be watching that at Summers. But come to find out, we heard that it's going to be in Baltimore.
Yeah. So, I have to look into the tickets for those. So,
so definitely
we actually got Maestro on the APB of that when he's checking them out to see how much they are. But then we got to go to Baltimore. I'm not
we're coming to Baltimore to record the show. So,
we're not in Baltimore, technically.
We're Baltimore adjacent?
We're Baltimore adjacent. There we go. Because, if we was in the city, we would not be doing this.
The Wire.
But definitely. So let's go ahead and get into this. So our character of the... Oh, wait, were you done?
Yeah, that concludes the Sunday. I'm sorry. That concludes Sunday announcements.
Yeah. So our character of the week is actually going to be a little-known character who's fairly new to the comic game. Moon Girl and... I messed up her name already.
Moon
Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Oh, man. I don't like Jen already. Off the first taste. Can't even talk. She is a super scientist. It's really a cute little comic that you guys can... share with your kids. Cute little scientist who has a pet dinosaur who's giant, red, and invincible. Yeah. So, and she hasn't been around that long. But there's also Lawrence Fishburne
is the executive producer
of a cartoon for her. So hopefully that'll turn out and be great.
Yeah.
And little teen superhero girl.
With a big ass dinosaur just following her around.
It's one for her.
Hey, that's okay.
I've used up all mine. So I'm good. But she's featured all over the Marvel comic landscape. She's actually a pretty good read. Definitely give her a shot and see what's going on. All right. In other news, Dorian has risen to a Category 5. It's things are getting serious out there. People down there in the Floridas and the Caribbean.
Please be safe. As far as that's concerned, first off, I want to wish my aunt Stacy a happy birthday because tomorrow is her birthday, so I wanted to shout her out. She is currently living in Florida with my aunt. She is my aunt. My cousins also live down there. My grandmother, my grandfather, and my parents are staying down there. Currently, my parents are over on the other side of the coast. But I just wanted to say, send our thoughts and prayers out to you guys and make sure everybody's going to be okay. I was told earlier that it may be they're talking about turning into a Category 5.
No, it has been upgraded
to a Category 5, but it has not hit Florida yet.
It hasn't landfall yet.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll just swerve back out to the other side.
Hopefully,
I'm praying.
Yeah.
Because Category 5 is pretty catastrophic.
Yes.
Yeah. So we praying for you guys. Hope everything. I said catastrophic. What did I say there? What did I say?
Catastrophic. Isn't it catastrophic?
I thought it was catastrophic.
It's not an F in it. It's a
PH.
It's a PH? Okay. All right. Yeah. So Trey's words. All right. You want to do a shot for your aunt?
Yeah. So
for her birthday?
Happy birthday.
There you go. That could be wrong, but it's highly unlikely. But yeah, so it's just crazy that this keeps happening. If anything, this is another sign that global warming is real. Mm-hmm. So hopefully something changes with that. Oh, that was perfect. That was a great one.
Did
I hit you?
No, it
didn't hit my drink.
It hit his drink. Oh, wow.
No drink. I'm tired of your antics.
All this technology around us, he ain't throwing no drinks over here.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Nah, he's not. No, he's smarter than that. So, also want to give a special shout out to, you guys, some of you may know him as Nolar Coaster on Facebook, but I know him as Nolante, went to high school with him. He went to Frederick Douglass with us. Congratulations on the birth of your son, homie. Happy for you.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the dance club.
The first 3 months you will not be sleeping at all.
And yeah, so congratulations. That was a piss poor one. That was really bad. That was bad. Give it a shot. And speaking of kids, really, you actually hit him.
He's got that look in his eye. Boy, this nigga.
When you guys see an invisible hand come on the screen and choke him out, you know what happened. But speaking of kids, we are now officially in full back to school swing. Are you ready?
Yes.
Did he start school yet?
He starts school on Tuesday.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry, I forgot. We didn't even do this. BlurrsandWhiskey.com. Go and get your merch.
Yes.
Go and get your merchandise right here. If you can see that, you can get your wristbands. We giving out the wristbands.
Yes.
You can go and check out prior episodes on YouTube, Facebook, Castbox. We got a really good following this past week.
Yes,
on the
we do appreciate it.
Facebook fan page, and we really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and also just dropping little things here and there, memes, funny things to talk about. Comic book stuff. Corey. Yeah.
What?
Never mind. Just moving on. Move on.
Anyway,
move on.
So distracted. But back to school. I did put up a proper poll. Daggone it. Put up a proper poll about who do you think is easier to get ready for the school year, boys or girls?
Without question.
And hands down, it looks like everybody was saying boys are the easiest.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know because off camera guy would know he has a daughter. Yeah. But I guess
I'm gonna say it like this, and I don't know why my wife
doing hair. My hat's off to anybody out there with little girls who do their hair, because I can only imagine what y'all go through.
Now, here's the thing. I just feel like boys are easier. Number one, all we have to do, brush your teeth, wash your face. You already took a shower the night prior. Comb your hair. Put your clothes on. Let's go. Girls, you got to go ahead. Okay, babe, time to get up. And then they want to go ahead, take their time, prep themselves.
Sure. I would be one of those dads that takes the vacuum cleaner and then sucks all the hair up with the scrunchie. And there you go. You good. Let's go to school. That's me.
Girls take more prep time than Batman, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it literally is more prep time than Batman just trying to get themselves together. They gotta put their lip gloss on a certain way. They gotta put their hair in a certain way. Mm-hmm. You gotta get the right pair of clothes to go in this way. You gotta get the shoes to go along with that. You gotta get the purses to go with that. Just get your goddamn books and let's go on to school.
I'm not.
Let's do it.
I'm not. I refuse. Nah. I don't know what I'd do if I had a little. I know I'd probably be putty in her hands if I had a little daughter, but no, little Trey, he just got to suffer through it.
Let's go.
But I also put up a little raunchy poll, the pull-out poll, I'm gonna call it. So to see, and then I was like actually competing to see. So if you guys didn't see it, I put up a post where I asked,
wow,
I asked, what's your score right now? What's your age? And how many kids do you have? I'm a 34.
Hold on a second. I know Darren.
Stop! Oh no!
He's taking more knockouts.
The biggest L ever. Just keep in mind, Darren, that was him that pulled you out on that.
Oh no! I mean, dude. I saw these like 34-7. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Did you have to call it out on the show though?
No,
did you have to?
We love it. We this is all love. We family.
I know somebody worse.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What's that like?
I mean, I thought it was like Antonio Cromartie for a second. The way he was.
At this point, it'd be like 35-7.
Oh, good, great. Anyway, yeah, she's losing. She's losing the big way. But you know,
Jesus.
Yeah, football team definitely.
Antonio Cromartie.
How many does he have?
He got like 10 or 11, and he's only like 40.
He had like 3 of them after a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Yo, that means he literally has Spartans swimming around there. I'm good.
Call him Jesus.
I'm good. But yeah, it just those type of family ties. It's always great to have those type of family ties.
Yeah. So,
speaking of family ties.
Yeah. So let's get into the next part of it. Yeah, power. Everybody was talking about last week about how they feel,
You
including
guys haven't
me.
seen it yet.
Including me.
We saw it.
We saw
it. We know what's going on.
But we're getting into the fact once again this week because it was at first I just thought it was just me.
Pat Rice, yes, we know. I'm sorry, we haven't looked at the comments yet. Yes, Pat Rice, yes, we know. But still, you guys have an army, and we love you for it. This was for you.
Oh man. But yes, we're going to get into the fact that I hated the intro of Power. And it got me thinking for a second, like, do you have a top 5 as far as your favorite all-time theme songs?
Family Matters. That's number 1 for me.
Okay.
Hands down. For me, it's Family Matters. Crap, I'm drawing a blank.
You want me to go? So,
yes, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So it's honorable mentions, because I actually got a really good 5, but I had to go and get some honorable mentions. My favorite all-time show is Sons of Anarchy, so I gotta put that in there.
Mm.
I thought Sopranos, Woke Up This Morning, Got Yourself a Gun was another one.
That's a good one.
Another one was Cheers,
mm-hmm.
and Golden Girls.
Oh man!
Now that joint, say what you want. The intro rock. Doom, 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 doom. We don't have a rights song. Yeah, sorry.
Every time.
It's a habit. Okay, but my top 5 going in at number 5. I have the Boondocks.
Okay, I'm Stone to Build the Refuse. I got you.
See
how I did that and I didn't sing the song?
Hey, it's my bit. Okay. Number 4, the original Power. The original with Joe and 50 Cent. Number 3,
okay,
I have the Jeffersons.
All
right.
We're
moving on up.
Okay.
To the east side with Deluxe Apartment in the Sky. Say we're moving on up.
That was much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Number
it only
2
took him 27 weeks, but it's much better.
Number 2, Good Times. And number 1, it should be everybody's number 1, Fresh Prince. In West Philadelphia.
All right, no, because he's actually rapping. They could actually monetize us for that.
You're right.
But yes, I agree. I don't have any disagreements with those.
Philadelphia, born and raised at the playground.
Did you just Trey Songz this?
He really did. You really did. Yeah, don't ever do that again.
Are you doing a Quee mix?
Quee? What the hell is
when
a
John
Quee?
Quee Scope you doing?
Oh man, just no.
He fell off the bat.
Mama Proper said a different world.
That is another one, yeah. The Aretha Franklin one.
Yes,
because the first one in the last season, I really didn't like it. But yeah,
and so yeah, definitely, I agree with all of those. I don't have anything to say contrary.
What about the Wayans brothers? That was a Tribe Called Quest.
That was.
Yeah. The intro into the Wayans brothers.
Yes.
No, I'm saying like the intro into like the Tribe Called Quest, where brothers were happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yes, he did.
Transition to a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
He did Trey Songz it. That's going to be a thing now. You Trey Songz that song.
Trey brought the awareness to the song, I think so. I mean,
hey,
thank you.
Just try to tell you, don't sing the daggone song. So in other news,
Andrew Gottlieb. What's his name? Yeah,
Andrew Luck.
No, not Andrew Luck. I'm talking about the.
I thought it was Andrew Luck.
No. Andrew Luck.
That's how far out of the NFL I am.
It's Doug Gottlieb. I'm sorry. Andrew Luck is the one who retired. Doug Gottlieb is the guy who we're talking about. Because with this past week that just went past, Andrew Luck has decided to hang up his cleats and not play for the NFL anymore due to the fact that he's been hit with numerous, in his 6-year career, he's had, if I'm not mistaken, the injuries are a number 1, lacerated kidneys, and he was bleeding in his urine. Torn cartilage in his ribs, concussion, partially torn abdomen, torn labrum, calf and ankle injuries, all within a 6-year period. Yeah. And he decided, you know what, it's time to give it all up. I love this game, but at the same time, at the course of my health, I'm not gonna risk it anymore. I'm not having fun anymore. So, and with that being said, Doug Gottlieb decided to come out and say this is not going through what's the name? Rehab is the most millennial thing ever. And I never thought I would say this. In my soon to be 34 next month, years, I never thought that I would back up a Cowboy in this situation.
You gonna body him?
No. You
about to body him? Sound like it's about to be a body situation.
He took the
glasses off and everything.
I never thought I would say this, but I have to agree with what Troy Aikman said. He came in Andrew Luck's defense. He said, what you're saying is complete BS. Basically saying, like, dude, it's not millennial when you've been laying your life literally laying your life on the line to play a game. And then
Rick said one is an idiot. One is a QB and the other one is an idiot.
Yeah. But I mean, seriously, it's the fact that you sitting there talking about how it's a millennial thing. Now, granted, millennials do things that I think are stupid. Just giving out participation awards and stuff like that, I think is stupid.
We're all winners.
No. Compete. That's the whole point of it. But no, it's literally like, come on, like this guy literally has had numerous injuries, like a lacerated kidney off a hit, concussions, knees, ankles. I mean, torn labrums. I mean, surgery is not fun. I mean, and then on top of that, you have to worry about him doing 365 training to get yourself back into that. You're healing, and then as soon as you heal, you're going back on the field, so you don't even have time to just chill. You don't. At some point, it's not worth it. And he's only 29 years old. He just got married. He just got married earlier this year. Yeah. He's getting ready to have a baby on the way. I need to be able to function for my family.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong. I love this game, but at the same time, and between the two of us, I'm the one that likes football the most, and I still watch it. I have no problem with what he is doing whatsoever. Dude, you need to get wrong.
I still love the game. I just know that it's not worth everything that they put into it. This is a perfect example of one of the reasons why I don't want to watch anymore. It's not just about the racism or the perceived racism of how people are treated, and that whole. I'm not going to go on that tirade, but it's also because of the way the people are treated. You get worked. You get worked like crazy.
They booed him out the stadium on the way out.
I have a question. All right, so Gronk did the same thing around the same age, maybe a little bit younger.
Did the same age.
But since he won championships and everybody, he was a superstar.
Well, he didn't
get the same criticism.
Well, here's the same thing. Here's the reason why I think it draws the criticism has drawn. Number one, he's already talked about maybe hanging it up the year prior. Mm-hmm. Then he retired right as soon as he won the Super Bowl. So that's probably why. Mm-hmm. But then Andrew Luck did this literally 2 weeks before the season started.
In the middle of a preseason game.
In the middle of a preseason game. And once fans got the word of it, he was going to go ahead and talk about it the very next day.
Now keep in mind, he didn't announce it halfway through the game.
No, he
didn't.
He
knew what was up. It got leaked halfway through the game.
Yeah.
They were going to have a press conference and everything.
So, but... I mean, and then the fans,
fans are, you know what, and we're going to talk about this later on the show, but fans, myself included, you guys watched last week, fans can be very passionate about things, and we say things that we don't necessarily always got to agree with, but, we get passionate about things. Mm-hmm. Football fans are some of the worst in my opinion.
Just look at last week's episode. I mean, just Spider-Man.
You're not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I was just talking about. But yeah, no, fam, I was on your side.
Thank you.
Anyway, but I mean, I don't think the man should have got booed. I agree. Let's check out these comments though.
Yeah.
Yes.
New York Undercover. Yeah, I did like it, but New York Undercover's intro was pretty dope. I was going for the lyrics ones, and I shouldn't, because it's definitely like The Simpsons is definitely a song.
It was iconic. It's iconic. We got there's a plethora of iconic intros.
Rick said Martin.
Yes, definitely.
By the way, still fuck you, Rick. Moving on. Power Rangers was a good one. Who else?
That's gonna be stuck in my head all day.
Yeah.
Are Power Rangers public domain yet?
No.
Oh, dang.
We got another 80 years for that one. What am I
Go
talking
Go
Well, they keep
PR.
revamping it, so.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say Go Go PR. So
Go PR.
yeah, I
Now
can't
that
say.
you bring that up, you know Disney has ruined public domain for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Disney.
Thank you.
You know how I feel about you now.
Yeah. Oh, he actually hit the camera.
Yes. So unfortunately, and the next thing that we have to talk about is what's been going on and has become almost an epidemic in our nation. As there was another shooting in Texas. Not just they aren't all relegated to Texas, but there was another shooting that happened this past couple of days ago, and where 7 people were killed. It's been upgraded to 7, and 19 have been injured, including a 17-month-old child who was caught by shrapnel from the firing. A gentleman was confronted by police, drove off, shot at them, shot down the street. And it's just it's crazy. This year there have been 53 people that have passed away due to mass shootings, and this will be the 38th incident this year alone. So
meanwhile, other countries don't even have situations like this.
They do. Some have.
No, I'm saying no mass shootings.
No, they have mass. Some countries have mass.
No, I'm
shootings.
saying some, but not. I mean,
but not
majority.
at the level of the American
that's what I'm
populace.
saying. Yeah,
so it's an issue. It's definitely a problem. And I'm not even going to mention him anymore in the show, but 4-5. You know who I'm talking about. For him to say regulations and checking ID stuff, anything in place to control, not necessarily take away from people, but to monitor and control the amount of what we can get. It might go into helping it. In my opinion, I believe that if we had like psychological checks, we had deeper background checks on people before they were able to buy assault rifles.
I'm at the point where it's like we keep on talking about if was a fifth, we all be drunk. I'm tired of this BS. I really am. And I mean, and every single time we have to talk about, and I by all means, and I'm not trying to just make fun of the situation. I really am not. So don't take this the wrong way. It's like every single time we hear about a shooting, it's a DJ Khaled situation. Another one. It literally another shooting. Another one. Another shooting. This person has died. This person got injured. At some point, y'all, y'all gonna get this stuff taken away from y'all, or somebody's gonna come after you, and it's gonna hurt the wrong people, and then it's
and it can happen anywhere.
It's gonna.
The one before this was in Virginia Beach, so that's close to where we are. It's like you would honestly think that stuff like this would only happen in those rural areas, but it could easily happen in downtown DC, and I pray that it doesn't. Mm-hmm. I pray that it doesn't happen in any. I don't want it to happen ever again to anybody.
I hate to say it like this. It's gonna eventually happen.
No,
so listen what I'm saying. No, listen. I'm saying this. It's gonna eventually happen to somebody of power, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, we didn't. This is a terrible thing. Now we need to go ahead and do." It's gonna happen to a person that's in power, and it's gonna eventually like, "Oh, we have to do something." We've only been telling you about this for decades. Like, I mean, at some point, when does it have to stop?
Yeah.
And I mean, and by all means, I do not want that to happen at all. I seriously don't. But I'm bringing it up because, I mean, at some point, when are you gonna fix it? And I mean, I'm tired of talking about it. This is supposed to be a fun show. Why are we talking? I mean, why we have to bring up another shooting within the last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's like you said. But eventually, it's unfortunate you get numb to it in a way. It's
is.
like it's crazy that it keeps happening, and it really feels like a defeated situation. But I mean, I won't be a defeatist. I think that it's something that we have to pull together, and we actually have to utilize the rights that are available to us and speak to our senators, our congressmen, and we have to push for those things. We can't concern ourselves with the thought or the notion that they're going to take our guns. No, we should still have the right to bear arms. That's a constitutional right. It's not going to be taken away. But it should be regulated, like many things that are dangerous are. You have a whole driver's license program. We need to have a whole conceal and carry program that is on a broader, deeper spectrum. But you know what? I'm moving on. I don't want to. There we go. Let's get into
moving
some fun
right
stuff.
along.
All right. But you know what? Even before while we do this, let's you guys, if you do want to conversate, if you do want to conversate. If you would like to converse with the Blurds, Trey's words. Yes, we're not going to put me on the t-shirt, though. You got a whole t-shirt dedicated to you.
I don't hear any squeaking, OCG. Go on, make that squeaking sound once again.
But if you would like to converse with the Blurds, all you got to do is call that number. What's that number, Herb?
443-371.
3155. So we about to go turn on these here calls right here. And get your why is the mouse not working? I always have the most problems
notes, man.
in the world. I got notes.
Got a lot of notes.
I know.
Man.
I take a lot of notes.
And no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
That's how I get organized.
Oh, what did DDP say? That's not a bad thing.
It's a good thing. But we had a blast of Summers last night. If you guys, we've been talking about going to Summers bar and restaurant since the beginning of the show, really. And we've had a couple people come out and enjoy the pay-per-view events with us. But if
0 for 2.
Get it all out. Get it all out.
Tell people what we're talking. For those who didn't watch.
For those who did not watch, I don't even know the guy's name, but there's a guy who has a move it's called the coffin drop, where he crosses his arms, and it's the second attempt that it's actually the third, because he did it twice in the match.
Yeah, and he's 0 for 3.
He's 0 for 3. And he just does not look at his opponent. He jumps off the top rope, and the guy's just like, what is this guy doing? And he sidesteps him, and bow. The last one so the AEW was sponsored by Cracker Barrel, which I don't even understand.
By the way,
they had a plate of biscuits.
We really do like Cracker Barrel.
We do like Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's
delicious.
But they had a plate of biscuits out there. Somebody got hit with a plate of biscuits. AEW is changing the wrestling game right now. But ultimately, what I was originally talking about was Summers Bar and Restaurant. It's a great place. It's comfortable. Yeah. It's not expensive at all.
No, great place to watch football.
Yes, football, basketball, UFC, WWE, everything. AEW, everything. We have a blast
and piss off fans.
Yes, we do. Oh,
I'm gonna bring it along.
I mean, So, in addition to us having a blast, who was playing yesterday? It was college football.
It's Oregon, because apparently, I guess a few of the people who stayed there.
We were a little bitter because they kicked us out of the main part of the bar and put us on the other side of the bar because, wrestling wasn't that popular compared to the Oregon game. Yeah. There were 9 people over there by the end of it. Yeah. It was about 35 of us. Yeah. But anyway, this Bama want to start.
No, hold on a second. By the way, we love Summers.
Oh yeah,
let's put that out there.
No, it wasn't.
We love Summers.
I know you got to make a decision.
But I had to troll them. I had to. Number one, I'm coming off of a high because my Terps won yesterday. Granted, we were playing Howard University. We won 75-0. I don't care. I take my wins however I can get it.
Hey, little kid, want to box me? That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah. It was. Matter of fact, it was the SpongeBob meme that's been going on all week.
All right,
I'm out.
I'm a head out.
So I was like, hold on a second. It's only 9 people on that side of the bar. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have like damn near 40.
We are packed.
And I'm like, okay, what's Oregon's? Because all of them were dressed in Oregon, in their Oregon gear. What's Oregon's? What's the name? Their rival?
The Beavers.
The Beavers. Oh, okay. Oregon State. So I decided to walk on. Go Beavers! Fuck you! So And as soon and we heard them throughout every single touchdown. We heard a big roar in the back. Meanwhile, on our side, we're roaring every single time. Holy S, holy S. Just keep on going on and on. We're actually having a good time. Meanwhile, on the other end, it's quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton. So this whole entire time.
Where are you getting these analogies?
Hold on.
You don't look over there at these.
As soon as and the disappointment that one of the guys he was mad. So I said, "Hey, go Auburn, War Eagle. Your mother doesn't love you." So I was like, "Hey, at least my team won. I know my mama love me, and I'm not gonna do anything stupid because we actually want to work with you guys over at Summers because we enjoy you guys."
So we definitely don't.
Yeah,
but you do realize the owner of Summers is an Oregon.
I
fan,
know
right?
he's an Oregon fan, and I will clown it, and I reserve the right.
We're
to
trying
clown.
to do business.
We're
here.
doing business. We're keeping it about football. I didn't say anything about his family
I'm not
members.
necessarily fans of Vince McMahon, but I'm gonna kiss a little ass to make sure we get.
Hold on a second.
I'm just saying we're gonna play a little ball.
Summers. We
one
rock
for
with
me.
you. We rock with you. We rock with you all the way through. But
I do.
It did not. I kept it football. I mean, if we sitting there going,
the guy was out of line.
He was out of line.
I
I was the bigger person.
Yes, you were.
And here's the thing. And he decided to say it while he was walking out.
Yes.
So I could have been.
You didn't hear it.
After you told me,
I'm a little bit of troublemaker.
Oh no! After you told me,
he said your mama don't love you.
Oh, after I heard what Trey said, I could have said, "I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him."
Don't do it.
But no. It, all joking aside, we had a ball.
Yes,
we always have a ball over at Summers, and cheers to them.
Yes, definitely. So we will be there.
September
next,
WWE. September 15th, Clash of Champions.
Yes, we will definitely be there. So if you guys want to come out and party with us, have a couple of drinks, have some great food. They got what did you get that what was that chocolate molten lava cake?
Yeah.
Man,
primo.
The food is great. So of course we're fat guys. We're gonna say that. So definitely come out. We will always announce and put up when we're going. There are a couple of our fans that are in the group that actually post from the show. Yeah. And so
ask for Jorge.
Yes,
Jorge is the man.
And make sure you tip your waiters.
Tip your waiters.
So, but yeah. Next up is Shaq versus Kobe. We're still doing. It's been like almost 20 years. We're still doing this. Why are they relevant?
Shaq and Kobe.
I'm so mad writing this down. It's like
Shaq and Kobe are funny. Okay, so this past week, Kobe was being interviewed and asked. The guy who was interviewing him asked about Shaq. If you guys were still together, how many championships would you won?
Oh, so Kobe started this.
No. The guy asked him about Shaq, and he said if Shaq wasn't lazy, we'd have 12 rings by now. Now, he didn't say he was completely just trash or anything. First things first, let's just put this out there. Kobe is a real one. Granted, he took a 2-piece and a biscuit to by Chris Childs, but he actually is a real one. He went toe to toe with Shaq and a biscuit. and went and got in fisticuffs with him. So he about that life. He really don't care. But he's got a work ethic that's second to only Michael Jordan. And I mean, and his work ethic is phenomenal. I mean, and he even said if Shaq's work ethic was really that good, he'd be the greatest of all time. Meanwhile, people were not even realizing that Shaq was out there eating burgers, he was eating wings, he was eating good old barbecue sauce, all that barbecue chicken, barbecue chicken alert. Yeah, but I'm saying if he actually, but here's the thing,
I don't have hot ones. He tears food up.
Ooh.
Do not make that the thumbnail. Do not make that the thumbnail. I see you. Don't do it. His eyes got big. Like, yes,
he's already done
that's
it.
That's it. That's the thumbnail right there. Me and her have simultaneously go, ooh. No, don't do that.
But no, all joking aside, I mean, every single thing that he said on that interview, he said it to Shaq numerous times. It's nothing new. And Shaq came back and said, with the great retort, if you would have passed the ball, we would have got 12.
Almost. You almost got me that time. Yes, the phone lines are still open. You You almost got me that time. No. But if you compare
but both, we have to also realize this too. We're two phenomenal athletes. And the reason why Shaq, in my opinion, yes, he didn't have the Kobe-esque worth ethic. But that shows if I can sit there and dominate, I'm one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. Top 10, whichever one you want to say. But if I'm one of the greatest of all time, and I have one of the second greatest guys of all time, why do I need to work as hard? Because I know I have Kobe in the gym right now, and I can sit there and build my brand as Shaq. Like,
Cam, stop it.
What do you do now?
Rita, please off-camera guy, please make that the thumbnail.
Don't
do not make that. There better not be a picture of me on the internet doing
it's
that.
already, I think it's already.
He's already working on it. He's over. He literally is steeping down in his chair. Like, you hear that little giggle in the background? That's him.
Stop it. He's reminding me of the Tom and Jerry.
Yes. But if you compare the two of them together,
they're the greatest tandem next to Mike and Pippen. But at the same time,
they're one of the greatest duos of all time.
Okay, well, God, please.
Really? You're gonna just like the comment while we can see you liking the comment?
We can see you. Okay.
Anyway.
Come on. But all joking aside, but that wasn't even the funniest part. In the midst of all this, Kobe put out another tweet saying, "Hey, there's no beef between me and Shaq," because everybody wanted to make a big deal out of it.
That's what I was like.
It wasn't a big deal. Shaq even said, "Hey, yo, the boy Kobe's my man and everything." By the way, he pulled a me. He said, "Dwight Howard still is some garbage. I thought you was talking about him." So he pulled a me about Rick. So
I don't know, man. You keep saying that man's name. I'm just saying. Okay, all right. Oh,
I don't give a fuck. Put that up there too.
Have fun.
Let's
get into this refill. Yeah, I'm actually feeling this gin. It's actually making me sweating a little bit. Had a drink. Good, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Good job. I like
Deadpool.
Good job, Ryan Reynolds. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I like it.
We've got a new Bill Burr special coming out.
Oh my goodness!
So Netflix has been doing the thing as far as stand-up comedy so far. So
they're really trying to get up there with Disney because they say like we're the king.
Disney is going to murder the game when they. Do you know how much content do you guys understand? Now I'm still very, very upset with Disney. However,
indeed he is.
However, I am
Trump piece of
Really? Anyway, do you understand the level of the catalog? Fox Entertainment. Think of every TV show.
Fox, you're talking about X-Files, Simpsons. You're talking about what's the name? Home Alone. All those movies and all those shows that came on Fox.
We could officially have Marvel characters appear on The Simpsons. So in that regard,
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, when they finally worked Deadpool into the MCU.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be almost as good as having Spider-Man back. But
and then you got National Geographic.
Yep.
So that's another one. You have Pixar, and you have Marvel.
Yes.
So yeah. So
Star Wars.
Star Wars as well.
Star Wars.
Because we did have somebody at the bar ask us yesterday about. Do we talk about Star Wars? We should be talking more about.
Let's talk about Star Wars. Yes. I will never do that again. Never gonna do that again. I hate Jar Jar Binks so much. But back to Bill Burr because I got off on a tangent. If you guys are not familiar with Bill Burr, he's one of the.
If you're not familiar, take your hand.
He's a really. I'm not gonna say he's one of the greatest stand-up comedians, but he's funny. He's hilarious. He has a podcast that is extremely quotable, especially for the ladies. So
screenshot that one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and catch all the beard. There you go.
Are you fellas familiar with the Streisand effect? Continue.
No. Wait, what? Now you done threw me off track. What are you talking about?
No, the Streisand effect is when like, oh, the internet's messing with me. Hey, internet, don't mess with me. And then the internet messes with you harder. Just because you asked them to not. That's the Streisand.
That's what's happening. Okay, all right, got you. I'll keep that in mind for the next time. I won't let you bombers know what's pissing me off at the moment.
But no, it's one of the one of my favorites that he also talk about is a segment where he says, "It's okay. It's not.
Worded properly.
Yeah, it's not a good thing to hit women.
No,
it's not at all. It's not at all.
We here at Blurs of Whiskey and Fighting Spirit Media do not condone the thoughts and ideas of one Herbert Bridges.
It's not a thought. What the hell? What are you doing? I don't know what happened. Anyway, sorry. What he was I'm trying to word this the most correct way. There's no reason. The issue was that there was a.
We're gonna share the clip
just
from
share
Bill
the clip.
Burr.
I don't want to butcher
reasons, but you just don't.
There's reasons, but you just don't do it. Okay, that's what I was like.
And we'll post it. We'll post it after the show.
Yes, we will.
I don't want to butcher it and say the wrong thing.
Because he cultivated that joke,
I'm gonna
and
end
it's
up
hilarious.
I'm gonna end up Kanyeing this.
Yes. So, but also, if you guys are not familiar, so if you've been watching Netflix for a while, there's a show called F is for Family, and it is it's an animated show, and it is hilarious. Bill Burr is the father of that show. So, and it's actually based on his life. He actually sees himself as a young ginger in the 60s, 70s?
I think it was the 70s.
70s. Okay, yeah. So I got to go back and watch. Yeah. But he's the voice of that. But in addition to that, if you guys
he's the voice of his own father.
He's the voice of his own father. So it's very, very Boston-esque. I'm going to put you through the wall! Like
harder! If you were over at Summers yesterday, you know exactly what.
I'm going to beat you over the head with it.
Harder!
Your Boston accent is just so harsh. You would make Boston.
You can't get the vision out of his head.
No, I can't. No.
Be sure to watch Ted. Harder.
Yes.
Harder.
But in addition to that, we're going to talk about the Chappelle. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about Chappelle.
We're definitely getting to that.
Yeah. And we actually did a recording before the show that we're going to release on our fan page later. That they insisted.
Tune in for that one.
They insisted that I participated. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to. You'll see it's the Joker trailer.
You'll see.
They made me watch the Joker trailer. So I'm just also Mayans, the spinoff of Sons of Anarchy is coming out September 3rd.
It's the second season. Yeah, be sure to tune in. And
that was stuck.
Wow, that's he pulled a
get that back.
Yeah, it's also Wu-Tang.
No look.
He did it again.
Twice. There we go. All right, sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, our refill is
Wu-Tang also has their 10-part movie or premiere coming this was it the 3rd?
Yeah.
This Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, it's coming out and it's
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah. So we're excited about that, but definitely I'm looking forward to Bill Burr.
Oh man,
the Dave Chappelle special.
I cannot wait for that date for that Bill Burr, because he's one of, and I hate to say it like this. Whenever white comics say something, they have some funny things. But
he's all around hilarious to me.
I'm getting into it. You have a few that are just gut busting, funny, like a Chappelle or a Richard Pryor or a Bernie Mac, any of that nature. I mean, it's like dry humor sometimes with them, and it's like, yeah. But then when you look at Bill Burr, you are busting a gut. Like, he is hilarious.
So one of my favorite things about Bill Burr is because you got several white comedians that are funny and are, in relationship with black women. And when they talk, they tell stories about their spouse or their girlfriend or whatever. They make it known that that's a black woman that they're with. Bill Burr talks about his girlfriend. You've been talking about this woman for 15 years, and you had no idea she was black.
Yeah.
By the way,
one of the things I love about her.
She's a hottie. Yes, she's.
She is.
You got to toast to that one. He's a Dirk Nowitzki. If you don't know who Dirk Nowitzki is, look him up, and his wife.
Yes.
She's a baddie too.
So, but yeah, that's the refill portion. And again, the phone lines are open. If you guys have anything that you want to comment on, you can give us a call at 443-371-3155. So next thing up was Janelle Monáe got like
Huh. You bastards on what's his name on Twitter. You need to get a
first
life.
off, Twitter is
You need to get a life.
hilarious.
Seriously. Sometimes you're amazing. Black Twitter, you're funny as hell. But I mean, sometimes you put your foot in your mouth. Sometimes, seriously.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, should I?
I got it. But first off, okay, we all know how I feel about voting necessarily, especially in this upcoming election. I'm not saying that you guys should not vote. However, if anything, you should be encouraging any opportunity we have to get people to register to vote who will be like-minded individuals to prevent 4 or 5 from continuing.
We have
an incoming call.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's put that on hold for a second. Yeah.
You are live with Blurs and Whiskey.
It's your boy Big Herb.
It's your boy Trey Proper.
How can we help you?
I'm doing all right, gentlemen. How are you?
I'm
Doing
doing
good
fine. Who
yourself.
this?
This is Koshka. Hey, Trey.
Yo,
What's
what's
up?
good?
What's up, man? How you guys been?
Pretty
Doing
good
pretty
yourself.
good. Congratulations on your uncleship.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I tell Big Man you gave him the love and stuff like that. I tried
All right.
calling him up, but he turned off the phone and shit. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Yeah, I mean the baby's trying to sleep, so just let him sleep.
Yeah. But anyway, Trey, you need to give Joker a chance, man. You need to have an open mind. We're getting a
Hey,
mind.
Koshka. Hey, you one of my oldest friends, homie.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do not.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dude, I'm healed by nature, man. I'm a turncoat. I was like you at one point, but then I saw Trey with another story. Like, wait a minute, maybe I will go see this shit now. And he's in love with the.
Hey, just to let you know, it's been good talking to you because Trey's about to hang up the phone on you. Damn. I tried to
Love
warn
you guys.
I was checking the sound feed. What I missed?
Love you guys. I'm not watching that movie. I refuse. Koshka, you know I love you.
Yeah, call back. I mean,
No, don't call back. I mean, you can call back, but
just
yes.
change the subject because he's really heated about this. Oh, and here's the.
I'm not watching that effing movie.
I
I'm
tried.
not watching that effing movie.
I told him, dude, we have to try. He has to try it.
You were gonna have to duct tape me to a chair and pry my eyes open and hope that I don't break free.
Just
Because
like,
if I break free,
Clockwork Orange. You gotta go Clockwork Orange style.
stabbing my own eyes out. Oh,
man.
did you hear that laugh? Did you hear that laugh? Janelle Monáe is calling for people to vote, and that's pretty much a good thing in my book. But she got backlash because it was around the chicken craze of August.
Chicken fire.
And you know the chicken fan.
Chickening.
The chickening, yes,
yeah.
the chickening. It was around the chickening time, and we saw all these lines going around buildings, around doors, and she just simply said it'd be a good thing.
Just to go ahead and get people to register.
If you guys could register to
Nothing
vote,
wrong.
you know, you stand in those lines, you stand in these lines, and it's not. And her tweet wasn't directed towards black people individually. Everybody, because we need all the votes we can get.
I have to say this to my people who are woke. We love you. We think that you're amazing. But to those super woke, so woke that you need to take a nap, mofos, calm it down. She wasn't talking about just black people.
I need this book of analogies.
I mean, I've been look, man. Joel Ortiz. He's been giving me a lot of analogies over the last 2 days. So yeah, I gotta shout out. Just dropped it. It's called Monday. Go and check it out. But I mean,
old head spokesperson.
Yeah.
Koshka, you made me finish my drink before the end of the show. Anyway,
but no, it's definitely like I want. Also shout out to the kid. What's his name? David.
Ledbetter.
David Ledbetter. Mm-hmm. Kid in North Carolina. He decided to go out and say, "Hey guys, because we're only a year out. A year and 2 months away from having the election come around. It's a good time to just register. How long does it take? No big deal. Since everybody's sitting here trying to wait on some chicken, why don't you go and register? It should only take a few minutes. We'll send it in for you. You don't even have to worry about it."
He was actually doing.
He's doing what
he was
supposed to do.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Just because they getting chicken sandwiches don't mean they don't know how to vote.
But here's the thing.
You know how ignorant you sound? Do you understand how idiotic you sound? I don't want to call people idiotic. but people
call them what they deserve to be. Okay, we ain't never did no cut cards on the show. Call it what it is.
I'm too stupid to make up my own mind.
Basically,
but I mean, it's you can't sit there and talk about like voter it's a bad you're trying to hold people back.
Voter suppression, like
it's not voter suppression if you don't effing vote. And how hard is it just to register? Yeah, I live in this area, boom, 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 yada yada, woo woo. Here you go. You already had the stuff done by the time you get to the next step in the chicken line. You so worried about the damn chicken? I mean, we got so many people here, literally around the corner. You got Sally that was sitting in front of the damn Popeye, sitting there like she was in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Come on.
Cam is throwing shade at you in the comments.
I don't care. I mean,
I got you. That's why I was laughing.
I mean,
but yes, I mean,
Cam is fam.
Yeah.
Since when has he never thrown shade at him?
That's very true.
Yeah.
And we've got another call. Yeah. This better not be Koshka. Talk about the damn Joker. You are live on with Blurs and Whiskey.
This is your boy Big Herb.
This is your boy Trey Proper. Who we talking to?
It's Alicia calling from California.
Hey, what's up with you? How you doing? Thanks for the call.
Callie in the house.
What you got to say?
So I'm sitting here listening to you guys go off on this whole Janelle Monáe thing.
Mm-hmm.
Voter suppression is real.
Oh,
like,
no, we
never said it was real.
No, we never said it's not real. We're talking about as far as people who don't vote because in situations like this, who just, I'm not going to vote because I don't like either of the candidates.
And I'll even say this. A couple of episodes ago, I did make mention, I felt as though it's like, why I'm still going to vote, but I get the feeling like, why would I? Because, everybody's not going to show up and show out on it. Nobody's taking it seriously. And then that is what happened the first time around. And it's going to happen around this time
numbers
around.
when
it's
Barack
like,
was was going
you
for
couldn't
it.
show up the same time when you had this individual.
You had the lowest. I'm sorry to cut you off. My bad.
No, you're not. Go ahead.
We had the lowest when it came to Trump's situation, but everybody was out there like a Popeye's chicken place when it came down to Barack going into office. So, and that's the part. Like you can't say that it's taking away voters' rights or anything like that if they're not going out. I do believe you're 100% right. That is out there, but if you're not out there to do it, then that's when you can't say it's really a thing in this situation. Mm-hmm. I'm not speaking on behalf of other situations.
You can say it's easier to, let's be real, it's easier to get a chicken sandwich than it is to vote. Yeah. Let's be real about that. Mm-hmm. So of course people are going to show up in like droves to get a chicken sandwich because they know they're only going to spend half an hour max, go and get the chicken sandwich and come back out. Mm-hmm. The whole thing about what Janelle Monáe said sounded illegal because she was making it seem like we weren't even trying, especially in voter suppressed states. That's what she was referring to. She was just like, y'all aren't even trying. It's like, no. You've got people in polling places trying their best, but being refused. So it just sounded elitist. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I disagree. I hear what you're saying, and I'm taking that in, but I feel as though it's just a call to arms for everybody to get out there and do as much as you can. Mm-hmm. And those of us that can vote, because some of us can't because of certain systematic things that are in place, we can't do it, but those of us that can need to show up and do as much as possible. We need to start getting people registered to vote. We need to go out. And another thing, somebody like Charlemagne said it. Mm-hmm. Every time you see a large gathering of people, there will be people present that will be. Where you going?
No, I just dropped something.
Oh,
I'm here.
What is that?
You keep on. Keep on.
There are going to be people that are going to be there trying to get people to register to vote. Mm-hmm. So, and you shouldn't, if it's something that's going to help everybody, you shouldn't have a backlash like that going against her. But I don't think that she was necessarily wrong in what she said. But that's my opinion.
I don't think that she was going after the people who she was trying to bring light as, hey, well, you guys are all here at the same time. Mm-hmm. Why don't we just go ahead and knock this out? Yeah. Shouldn't be a big deal. It's literally a year around the corner. Now, I can't speak for what people are saying because I can only take as what I think they're trying to say. But if she was saying in light of what you were saying, then, yeah, I get it. But I took it as, hey, we all are here right now. We're trying to get some chicken. Why not go ahead and try to get your registration together? How hard is that?
I mean, it's also on the other side of making the assumption that these are also people that don't. Like, There are probably a lot of people in these lines where it was so easy to register to vote who have already registered to vote. Like, where the process is easy, yeah, you can get it done quick, hurry, and in a flash, but where the process is difficult, you got to consider those other factors.
Very true.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And that I can agree with. But we got to keep on moving with this thing. I do appreciate you calling in.
Thanks for calling in, baby. Cali is active.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Take it easy.
See, Koshka, that's how you have a phone conversation. You don't piss off the hosts of the show and then get hung up on.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, we'll close down the call now.
Let's read some of these comments. I'm over here thinking Herb is being clever. He's out here he's still enjoying the T Plus Live. I'm not stealing it. I'm just saying, like, hey, it's good.
I mean, you using it verbatim, right?
I'm not using it verbatim. Some of the, I'm getting inspired. I'm getting inspired by it.
I'm letting you be great, homie.
I'm getting inspired by Joel Ortiz. Really, female organisms.
Hey,
really?
Sell the shirt, man.
Go and purchase a female organism shirt by Blurs
We
and
are
Whiskey.
not going to have a shirt called. We're not doing that. No.
Go on Blurs and Whiskey. It's the Herb's word.
Oh, okay. You're going to put all the words on the shirt.
Eventually, we're going to do something like that, but go and purchase yourself a Herb's word shirt. Female organism.
Okay, last topic. I only got one card left.
This one.
Speaking of
offending people.
Yes, that's the best way to put it. Offending people, pissing me off.
Are you not?
Sorry, this card is pissing me off. I had to take the card back because there we go.
Oh, he scalped him.
Don't hit
Paper
me.
cut.
Don't hit me.
You're gonna get bodied.
Speaking of topic that's gonna just set everybody off in a tizzy. Dave Chappelle had a new. Dave Chappelle's special was released this week, and if you haven't seen it, there's been a call for a lot of people to pretty much boycott this. Don't watch it. Don't pay attention. Don't give Dave the views. I disagree, and of course, first and foremost, let me say this. At the beginning of the show, I always say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technical and rainbow in between, because of course we want to be inclusive here. We want to be involved with everyone. We want everybody to, feel welcomed here. Now, I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with the degradation or the making fun of any particular group. I do think that comedy is one of those exceptions, though. I feel as though comedy is a place whereas people you should be able to express your right to free speech. Now, one thing I will say about Dave, he did make jokes about the trans community. He makes jokes about everybody, but he didn't say anything negative he didn't say, trans person is X, Y, and Z. He didn't say anything like that. He gave it, go watch it, and develop your own opinion. And definitely come back to the Blurs and Whiskey fan page and tell us how you felt about it.
Blurs and Whiskey.
I said Blurs and Whiskey.
No, it sounded like you stumbled a little bit. No. Keep on.
Come back to the Blurs and Whiskey fan page and tell us how you felt about the actual episode.
Michael.
The French actor. Juicy Smollett. Yes. He went in on everybody. And he didn't make negative comments about people's sexual orientation.
Just to piggyback on what you're saying.
He pointed out various aspects of them. What you got to say?
Just to piggyback on what you're saying. Since he's been a comedian, one thing that Dave Chappelle has always done, he gives everybody shots. He does it with the black community, the white community, the Hispanic, Asian, Indian, all of them. If you don't believe me, what I'm saying, just look up the Dave Chappelle Pixie skit. He literally went on there talking with a black person talking about, let's go and get that chicken. Oh, we don't have chicken. We have catfish. We got fish. Oh, nigga, go ahead and get you some of that catfish. And then they had another one when they was talking about the white guy. He was at the bathroom, and he literally had another white pixie saying, here's the black man. He's probably got a long thing, and look at your little old Johnson over here. Let's go and mess up his credit score. Literally, he had an Asian. He had an Asian commit suicide.
We got to see Lala. We got to see Lala. Yeah. Yes, and I'm not trying. I'm just.
He pokes fun at everybody. Single one. And here's the thing. He's even said this in there. If you don't like it, you should have never pressed play on my face. So I mean, it's literally what he said.
Like, you know what Dave Chappelle is about.
He's been doing this for years,
but he's never
shied away from
said anything like, "Oh, this."
He didn't say F the community. You guys ain't F this, that, and the third.
He even had a joke where he was like, "I met this trans woman and we made out." He made a joke about that, and it's not like he said not like he said it was like, "Oh, it was disgusting." He didn't say anything like that. So all these people up in arms.
Because he was like, he said she was the best part of the audience.
Yes. So I encourage everyone out there to give it a chance. Give it a chance and develop your own opinion about it. Yes, and that's how it's been. It's like Dave Chappelle used to grow up with these childish jokes and da-da-da-da.
Hold on a sec.
Jamaica, his jokes are literally equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We got somebody.
We got another caller. All right.
Another one.
All right, you are live on with Blurs and Whiskey. It's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
Tell us what you was going to talk about.
Yay, Herb and Trey, it's me again, and I'm not here to piss you off, Trey.
Okay.
Let me hold this one.
No. I got it. Hi, Koshka. How are you doing today, buddy?
Doing grand, sir, and wonderful. But I just want to piggyback on y'all commentary about Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
And of course, people know what he's about. But to me, Dave is perhaps one of the most intellectual comedians in the modern era that we have today. Straight up, just like that. He says all these jokes that are very thought-provoking. He talks about everybody. And I don't care what anybody got to say about it, but the same people who are bitching and moaning and complaining about him are the same people who will buy a ticket the minute he's in their town.
Yep. And they
will and also it's also the people who think that who's sitting there complaining about his jokes have no sense of humor whatsoever.
Yeah. They're probably just like sitting at home just finding something to bitch and want to complain about because you got them trigger fingers that turn into Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying?
You're getting bodied by a singing nigga.
I understand perfectly. And I agree with that. Honestly, he is exercising to the fullest extent that he can his right to freedom of speech. And we didn't have it. We wouldn't be able to do this show.
No.
If we can say we will. Now, granted, we still have people in place, like my mom who told me I cussed too much last week. You can't.
Shout out Mama Proper.
You got certain parameters in place, but, we got to be able to say, and we got to have some type of freedom. Otherwise, we will be robots. It will literally be the Borg. Star Trek reference.
It will be the Borg. The homeboy, the black dude in the Chappelle show.
Yeah, the robot. So we have to be capable of having a sense of humor and just laugh at yourself.
Yes. It's okay to laugh at yourself sometimes. We're not talking. It's a difference between laughing at yourself and being bullied. He didn't have any malice behind anything that he said. He was just cracking jokes on every single person. And if
that's the most important one right there. Dave Chappelle, why can't I say nigger on TV?
Yeah.
But I can say the F word. And well, because you're not gay. Well, I'm also not a nigger.
Not a nigger either.
That's the only quote from the show that I'm going to say, but definitely go check it out. But, hey, Koshka, I appreciate you calling, homie. We've got to close this thing down.
That's not a problem. I'll let you guys go. Y'all have a precious and beautiful Sunday, and y'all be safe.
All right.
Be easy, homie.
He was about to say bye, but I was my bad.
Quick draw McGraw.
So I urge you guys to go watch it.
Michael Aggie,
his name is Agee.
I'm sorry, I keep butchering. Mike, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude.
I ain't gonna cuss you out one day.
Most comedians worth their salt make fun of everyone and everything across the board. Yes, they do. They talk about most of the good ones. Talk about every single one, and the fact that people are just sitting here like, oh my God, how could you talk about, dude? I'm cracking jokes on everybody. Yeah, you're not gonna please everybody. You can't please it. And the one also thing I wanted to talk about as far as the dude who got pissed off that he was talking about that got so-called molested by Michael Jackson. Here's my theory on it. Dude,
I know who you're talking about, but dude, oh well, Dave did talk about it.
Dave talked about it, and I mean, the first thing I want to talk about is this: dude, if you didn't lie on the stand the first time, we would have believed you. There's always 3 parts to a story. It's your story, Mike's story, and the truth. Yeah. We don't know what the truth is because Mike been gone for 10 years. We don't know about your side because you lied about it the first time.
I will say
this. I will say this. Go ahead. Because I got a feeling we're going to say the same thing. Go ahead.
I was going to say, keep in mind, people who have gone through some certain types of trauma, regardless of who it is,
yes,
they feel trepidation with coming forward about it.
Yes.
So I reserve the right to say I don't believe them, yes, but I'm not gonna totally disqualify what they're saying.
I'm saying this. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about him and directly.
Well, he still deserves the same amount of respect.
I'm trying. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that you're a liar. Am I really? Am I saying? Because I mean, my thing is this is because here's the thing. You can very well be telling the truth about this, but because you said he didn't touch you, and then now you're saying 10 years after he's dead that he touched you. It's like, well, what are we supposed to say? How are we supposed to take this? Because, I mean, before, you said that he didn't. Now you're coming out later on that he did. And, I mean, here's the thing. I know this probably happens all the time. And, by the way, I'm not saying that other people, we're taking away anything that you're saying.
Off topic. Basically, I mean, you can catch the jokes, too.
Yeah, you can tell. I'm just saying as far as that one. But, yeah, just getting back on to Chappelle. It's a funny stand-up. Go and check it out. I'm going to be rambling about this. I'm sorry.
We are at 6 minutes overtime.
But you know what? This is well worth it because you know why?
It is.
We got over.
No, I'm
not jinxing it. I said we got so many people commenting on it, and these are great comments. AG, yes, I'm sorry.
We appreciate everybody who's called in, who's logged in to watch us talk. Knock on wood, you're right. No, forget that. We're blessed and highly favored. I'm not even going that far.
You guys are amazing.
I appreciate you guys calling in, listening in, tuning in week to week. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep subscribing. We're going to keep going.
Castbox.fm.
There you go. I was about to say Netflix. I'm speaking well into it. I'm speaking into existence. Let's do it.
Let's get on Netflix.
YouTube. Check us out on YouTube to see our private episode. But if you want to see everything, go to blursandwhiskey.com. But let's go ahead and roll this thing out.
We always do it like every week. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucker, drink.
Good job. I messed that all up.
Yeah, but hey. Do it better next week. And we out this motherfucker.
We gone.